talking high school sports, we'll go to football. We had to talk about Maryville, what they've been able to do under Coach Webb. Chris Holt won it, I believe it was back in '09. He won up in Maryville. Coach Webb, a couple of state titles this decade. Just like Northwest, they've become the standard for a lot of teams that want to become like what Maryville's been able to do for this long, this much sustained success too.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable what he's done.
One of the most, I guess you'd say, the most consistent programs in the state as far as you look at them really regardless of class. And the one that kind of sticks out to me, I think it was 2012 also, Jonathan Baker's senior year, that they go up and they play Ezekiel Elliott and John Burroughs, the state championship game in St. Louis. And
shut him down too.
Yeah, they want to shoot out there. So, but yeah, Coach Webb just continues to churn out not only great athletes that stick around Northwest Missouri State or Missouri Western, but quite a few Division I athletes too.
Unfortunately, the city high school football teams either are in tough districts or just haven't made deep runs. We've seen Lafayette go to the district championship a couple different times and do things like that. But around here, it's been Maryville, it's been Hamilton. Lawson's made some good runs, Lathrop the last few years. We've seen the East Buchanans make some runs early in this decade, Mid Buchanan the last 2 years. So there's been quite a few teams. The city schools have struggled to go deep into the postseason, but we've seen a lot of area teams have a ton of success and either make runs to the quarters, the semis, or get to a state championship.
And then we'll go to Matt and I's background, 8-man football.
That's right.
Not a lot of people have that background. You were here for the beginning part of this run between Stanberry and North Andrew, 5 straight 8-man football championship game between them. I came in for the tail end of the last 2 of those. It's 8-man football is a different breed of game anyway, but you have the same 2 teams 5 years in a row. That's hard to do. Stanberry won, I'm trying to remember which year it was. I think it was 15-16. They won the football state title. Then basketball, they won it, went undefeated in both of those, which in basketball going undefeated is impressive in itself, but do it in football and basketball too.
Yeah, it was fun to see that rivalry develop, especially whenever North Andrew was still playing in the PVC and then Stanberry in the 275 and 8-man. And you're used to seeing the powers in 8-man football, whether it's Stanberry, North Andrew, Worth County, a lot of different teams step up and win that state championships, the Mound Cities of the world. Then you talk about Stanberry basketball too, and what Nick Groomer, a guy that's at his school that he graduated from, to be able to take them back and win a state championship there and shake off a lot of demons there for Stanberry in postseason basketball. And they've had some really good teams, so to be able to break through like that, it was a lot of cool to see what not only Coach Hilton on one side, but then Coach Groomer on the other were able to establish. And throwing in one more small high school basketball too, Mound City, taking 2 girls Class 1 state championships 2 out of 3 years, and that's a team that felt very low-key and very underrated, but that first one they won in, I think, 15-16, gave up just 31 points per game, so very defensive-minded basketball team.
Kendi Eaton's was on that team. She's at Northwest.
That's right. Yeah, and her sister, I believe, blew out her knee once they got down there, and she wore her jersey kind of in honor of her sister there. So a lot of fun stories coming out of that in that small high school basketball.
And then we had to mention also Troy, a couple of state championship runs. We went on that I-70 ice run back in 2015 when they went out there the state championship game. Didn't win that one, but they went back the next year. They had a really good couple of years. That senior class, I think, after they graduated, after it had been 2017, I guess the spring of 2017, they were good football, they were good basketball, baseball. They were a lot of good athletes over there in Troy, too. We could talk all day about high school sports in the area. So many good teams in the area. We'll have to wrap it up with that. We still have more to come in our countdown in the decade, while the St. Joe Mustangs later on this week, too.